obviously, I hope he's not that great to where we could beat him every year, but I think he is I mean, he's just a hell of a player in college, and he really carried that USC offense, and he was the spark. So it's really hard. I can never really predict players in the NFL too well. I mean, especially quarterbacks, you just don't know if their mentality and if they can mentally handle things and mentally handle like that high processing. And so you never really know. But I mean, for the Lions' sake, I hope he plays bad against us every time.
Yeah,
but I wish.
I mean, the quarterbacks that you have in front of you. I mean, this is the National Football League, obviously. It's always a challenge. Love. You also have Stroud. When you see Stroud, do you say something about the horseshoe at all, or the year that you sort of helped end his Michigan Stadium career in a certain way? Aidan, do you say anything like that when you see C.J. Stroud later this year?
Yeah, I think I might have to mention something like that. I think it's always a good reminder. He's obviously doing his thing in the NFL and playing at such a high level. But I'll always wear that little badge of honor. And I don't think when he was at Ohio State, and hopefully I can give him some crap when I'm laying. Well, when I give him a little hug when we play him. So yeah.
Because do you talk out there? Are you a talker?
I'm pretty. I'm a quiet guy, but I think talking, I just burn a lot of energy when I talk, and I get really even more exhausted than ever. So I like to keep quiet. But once I get going and get a little momentum in my game, then I get a little chirpy.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Although I did see that scene in Receiver recently. Obviously, you were on the receiving end of a George Kittle pancake moment in the NFC Championship game, but you dropped the word proprioception on him, Aidan. And honestly, out of all the moments that I couldn't have been more proud of you being a Michigan man, you dropping a word on Kittle that totally confused the Iowa Hawkeye. Okay, just understand, when you talk to Kittle, don't use more than 2 syllables in a word. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on.
Aidan, just don't do it,
Rich, I'm a kinesiology major, man. This is what I do. I know the physio. I know what's going on in the body. I know what's going on up top. So I gotta just show my intellect, and even in some of my worst times, I'll show the intellect, and just to help me out a little bit. And so that is what it was. And of course it resurfaced again in Receiver. And sometimes stuff happens, sometimes stuff happens to other people. And
it's okay. It feeds your fire, doesn't it, Aidan? That's the thing that made Receiver, right?
I really don't feel much towards it. I think George, it was a good ego boost for George. I'm glad he got that for himself, but at the expense of my own ego. But it's okay. It's okay because I know we get to play him again, and we'll be seeing each other again.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
It's funny, Rich. I was watching it too, and I still have the window open when I looked up the meaning of
proprioception,
because I didn't know either, Aidan. So I was like, well, okay, all right.
Big word alert from the Michigan man. We get that it's I looked it up right here. It's your body's ability to sense movement, action, and location. That's what proprioception means.
It's present in every muscle movement you have.
The reason I said it, I said proprioception is because our helmets had locked up, and I lost my own spatial awareness in my brain. But that was just why I dropped the word proprioception, and it got a little lost in translation, I think.
No, you know what? Because he didn't understand the word, Aidan. That's the only reason why I got lost. It's not because you mispronounced the word or didn't use it properly.
Are you trying to call Iowa people dumb?
I am not.
That's what it sounds like.
I'm just calling Kittle less smart.
Well, George,
man.
It's one of those things that I look back on that, and it's just, you just laugh, because it's a funny moment. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
George even said I'm from Iowa. We don't use big words.
He even
like
said that. You know, he's making fun of himself. It's okay. George is our favorite. Yeah. And by the way, look at you so chill like that. Help me, and this is before I let you go. How does the meditation work? I try it. My wife tries to have me try it, and I can't clear my head, man. How does it work? How do you do this? What do I do?
That's the game, though. I feel like that's the point of meditation. Is even when you can't clear your head, you sit there, and the more time that you can sit there, and those thoughts may resurface again, and you just continuing to fight the thoughts. I think that is meditation. Because you are attempting, and you're trying to quiet the mind and relax the body. And I feel very much at peace when I do it. And I feel like it's very restorative, especially in the environment that I'm in a very stressful, high pressure, high expectation environment. It's something that I can rely on to just kind of restore my energy and get my thoughts back on track and just block the world out a little bit.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.